Okay, our next major rule is called the product rule. Copy this down, boop, boop. So it tells us what to do when we have a product of functions. So function times a function, I use the product rule. Sometimes we'll say the functions are u and v, and just write this very briefly as u prime v plus u v prime. Okay, so this can be proved with the limit definition of the derivative. But for now, I will move on to do some examples to give you a feel for this. Okay, here's an example. So we're told that the derivative of this product of functions is going to equal this funny fraction. So let's see why that is true. So here's the answer. I'm giving you the answer here, and we're going to show you why that's true. So what you do here is you have a function times a function. So I'm going to call this guy u, and I'll call this guy v. And then I'll write down my memorized formula, u prime v plus u v prime. Now u is equal to root x, so I can write that as fractional exponent, u is x to the half. So u prime will be 1/2 x to the negative a half. V is 4 plus 3x. So v prime is going to be 0 plus, well, here we have a kind of interesting case, 3x. I suppose you could use the power rule. Okay, you could say that it's like x to the 1. When I prime that, I get 1x to the 0, which would be 1. So you can do it that way, just to remember that. Or you can just remember that maybe better than doing this, because there are some problems with this. If you have, say, x is equal to 0, it gets a bit weird. But if you want to just remember that y equals x is the diagonal line, and that has slope 1. Okay, anyways, so if you have a derivative of x, you get just 1. So v prime is equal to 3. And you'll notice I use the constant multiple rule. Like this 3 just stays out front. I use that just sort of automatically at this point. Okay, back to my formula. My u is looking funky there. Okay, so I can just take all this information and plug it back into my formula. So u prime is 1/2 x to the minus a half times v, which is 3, plus u, which is x to the half, times v prime, which is, oops, I made a mistake. I made a mistake right here, didn't I? Let's back it up a little bit. So u prime v is my first term. U prime is indeed this guy. And then v is 4 plus 3x, rather. And then plus u times v prime. U is x to the half, and v prime is 3. Now, here's the thing. Often with textbooks, the answer will be factored. And that's the case with our Stewart textbook. And so I need to factor this if I want to check my answer in the back of the book. So let's do that. What do I usually do? When I have an exponent here and an exponent here, in the same base x, I usually factor the smaller power of x. So I'll take out x to the minus a half. And what's left? Well, the first term This guy just disappears. It's been moved up front. Second term is a little bit trickier. Just to keep it straight, at least the first time here, I'll write it like that. Okay, when I pull x to the minus half out of this term, what I'm doing is dividing by x to the minus a half. Okay, now I can see that I have same base, and I should subtract the exponents. So I get x to the 1 times 3. And that 1 is half minus negative a half. Okay, where was I? X to the minus a half. Then I get 2 plus 3 halves x plus 3x, which is x to the minus a half. 3 plus 3 halves. 3 plus 3 halves, that's 4.5, which is 9/2. I can do a common denominator in that bracket. I'll get 4 plus 9x over 2. And that is 1 over x to the half. 4 plus 9x over 2. And finally, I get my desired answer. 4 plus 9x over 2 x to the half. Okay, copy that. I'm going to take a peek at my answer up top to see if I got it right. I believe I did. Let's see. Hey-o! Good job, Jordan. Pat on the back. Earning your paycheck as usual. All right. Okay, exercise. I want you to try this. So I give you the answer. So I'm saying in English, the derivative of the square bracket is this guy. So I want you to use your product rule to sort that out. And here comes the solution in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There's my u. There's my v. So I got u v prime is u prime v plus u v prime. So u prime, I'll do it in my head. I get 6x minus 5. V is just e to the x plus u, 3x squared minus 5x. And v prime is the derivative of e to the x, which I memorized to be e to the x. Okay. A big skill coming up right here. What's a big skill? A big skill is doing a derivative and then resisting the urge to multiply everything out. Okay, what you want to do, and you'll see why shortly, is you want to factor your derivatives. Okay, you're going to see why in short order. You're going to see that factored derivatives are much better than expanded derivatives. So take a derivative and factor. Okay, product rule gives you two terms. Look for common factors. Et voila. E to the x is a common factor. I should move it out and get 6x minus 5 plus 3x squared minus 5x. And if everything went well, I'll get the answer from up top. Yeah, good. Plus x minus 5. All right, there's the answer. Okay, one thing I want to point out is that the order of terms here does not matter. Okay, a plus You know 2 plus 3 is the same thing as 3 plus 2. And by the same token, u prime v plus u v prime is the same thing as u v prime plus u prime v. So you can do this product rule this way or this way, does not matter.